All right, welcome back to another episode of AI News. Top story of the day, election meddling is back, and this time it's not just China. OpenAI has disclosed that since the beginning of the year, it had discovered and managed to disrupt over 20 campaigns run by foreign actors that were using its technology, namely ChatGPT and Elle, to influence public opinion. These groups were generating fake websites, articles, and social media profiles to sway public opinion. While OpenAI claims they've caught them, can we really be sure that this isn't just the tip of the iceberg? OpenAI's report aligns with U.S. intelligence official who earlier this year warned that, quote, foreign actors are using AI to more quickly and convincingly tailor synthetic content, unquote. Former President Trump and his team claim that these malicious actors are all trying to undermine his campaign only and trying to help Kamala Harris get her into the White House. Next story, OpenAI just announced that they're integrating SearchGPT into ChatGPT by the end of this year. Imagine just asking ChatGPT about the latest news or real-time events and getting instant answers with source citations. Very similar to what Perplexity is already doing to a certain extent by being able to provide current content from 2024. But there's a catch with SearchGPT. Publishers will get more traffic and clicks, but absolutely zero ad revenue sharing. OpenAI thinks that increased website visits are compensation enough. So if you run a website and they source your website to answer users' questions, which are more than 200 million per month, they say just simply giving you a link and a visit to your website is enough. They're talking about balancing user experience with publishers' needs. But is that really happening? Or are they just taking advantage of creators who pour their hearts into the quality content? Now, this could set a dangerous precedent where big tech benefits while creators get the short end of the stick as always. What's the point for content creators? To just keep creating content that gets stolen and gets repurposed and they never get paid for it? So how long is that going to continue? Story number 3, Hearst becomes the first company to officially bend over and let OpenAI have their way. OpenAI has struck a deal with Hearst Communications to bring content from big names like Esquire, Cosmopolitan, Elle, and over 40 newspapers into ChatGPT. Now, on the surface, this seems like a win-win. Users get premium content, and publishers get more exposure. They've become just the first company to agree to let ChatGPT scrape its content. Now, let's dig a little bit deeper. By feeding ChatGPT all this high-quality content, are we training AI to replace human writers? The more data these models consume, the better they actually get at mimicking human creativity. Today it's lifestyle articles, and tomorrow it could be investigative journalism. There's really no end to this. Let's not forget, the New York Times is currently suing OpenAI for exactly what they're doing here. Except now it's legal because it's a contract. The New York Times claiming intellectual property theft because OpenAI has used the content from New York Times journalists to make a shitload of money. Now, honestly, it's a bit unsettling. While I love the convenience, I worry about the long-term impact on writers and journalists. There needs to be a balance. And the last story of the day is a bit of AI and SEO news. A big news from the courtroom. Google has lost a major antitrust case, and the Department of Justice is considering forcing them to share their search data and even their ranking algorithms with competitors. This is huge. On the one hand, this could level the playing field, giving other search engines a chance to compete. But are we really going to switch to Bing? I don't think so. Now, on the other hand, it could lead to chaos. If everyone knows how Google's algorithm works, won't that just make it easier to game the system? And for SEO professionals, this is massive. Access to Google's ranking signals could really revolutionize the industry or completely disrupt it. So who knows what is going to happen here? But this is a situation that is just unraveling as we speak. Now, transparency is good, but we have to be cautious about unintended consequences. Manipulating search results could become easier, which might degrade the quality of information we find online. Thanks for listening to this episode of AI News. I would very much appreciate for you to like, comment, and subscribe. Dziękuję.